Alright, I came up with a great idea. So, you know how you're searching through your timeline and you're seeing the same stuff, and you you eventually get siloed into a bubble by the algorithm. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pop that bubble, and uh, we're going to go into like negative world, like a bizarro world, and we're going to create an account that follows all the things I don't like, and we're going to check out the other side, and we're going to break out of our bubble, and we're going to create a DisAlgorithm that we can follow, and we can switch back and forth to. So we can go along and check out a story from one side and then pop over to the DisAlgorithm and check it out from the other. So let's do that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna name it Bubble Popper, and it's at DisAlgorithm. And for the bio, let's see. We need a very liberal bio, so we're gonna look up some liberal people. All right, let's check out Harry Sisson's bio. Is that his bio? How dumb. That's not a good one. Let's check out Krasinski. Let's check out one of the Krasinski brothers. Alright. I want something a little more fruity. Let's check out Brooklyn Dad. Who else we got? Alright, we need to start following this guy. So we're going to follow him. We're going to go back to Krasy. Where's Ed? We need Ed too. Gotta get the double dip. Double dip of twink gnomes. Okay. Oh, triple dip in here. Hey. Alright, let's see. Alright, for the bio, for now, let's see if I can click into it. Let's go to home. We're gonna put Pride. Hold on, we need a rainbow there. Pride. Rainbow. Trans. Let's see, we got progressive. Flag. No, not that kind of progressive. Come on now. No. Okay. Pride. Let's see. Ukraine. Anti. MAGA. Pro. Abortion. That's good enough for now. All right, location. Where they all come from? Seattle. Alright. Alright, now we're going to follow some liberal stuff here. Let's go home. We should be able to pick up some MATLib. Oh, this is really. I don't want to follow that. Okay, I don't want to follow it, so I'm going to follow it. Oh man, Lindsey Graham. Let's follow him. Freaking neocon retard. All right, we're gonna like that because he's the dumbest person alive. But we're gonna like that. Okay. Swalwell, we're gonna follow him. Adam Schiff. Hey, follow. Let's. Oh yeah, Lincoln Project. We're definitely following that guy. Hey, he's got Ukraine. We're gonna follow him. Hakeem Jeffries. We're gonna follow him. Whatever. And we're gonna like that. That was cool. They're not paying people to go to those parades. That's so stupid. $1,000 to go fight, fight, fight. Yeah, right. Oh, that's so fake. That's so stupid and fake. Holy crap. Was undercover OC. Like that. All right. Your timeline's getting better the more you like. Yeah. All right. We're creating the DisAlgorithm here. Doing a good job. Swalwell, we like him. Who's this Joe guy? I don't know, but we're gonna follow him. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's just all picking up Swalwell stuff. We got enough of that trader. That farting trader. Oh yeah, here's the guy that rushed the podium when Kristi Noem was speaking, and he got tackled, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, they're arresting him for being a retard." We like him. Hold on, let's see what he says. Cause we gotta break out of the bubble, right? All right. if that's what we do to United States Senator with a question, yeah, he just had a question. He wasn't rushing the stage and interrupting everything and being a total idiot. And they didn't totally pick a Hispanic guy to do it and plan it all out. Imagine what they'd do to any American that dares speak up. Oh no, his rights were infringed. We will hold this we will hold this administration accountable. I was in the federal building in Los Angeles today to meet with federal officials as part of my job to provide oversight and accountability of the administration. While I was waiting for a scheduled briefing with General Git, Git, Gillett, I learned that Secretary Nome was having a press conference down the hall. We have repeatedly asked the Trump administration for answers on the deployment of military forces and the needless escalation in Los Angeles over the last week, and have gotten limited to no information. I attended Secretary Nome's press conference in the hopes of getting some answers. After identifying myself and trying to ask a question, I was aggressively pushed out of the room, forced to the ground, and handcuffed. No, he stormed in there and tried to grab the microphone off the podium almost. He didn't get close enough, but he was going for the podium, going towards Kristi Noem, and yelling loudly, yelling his question, blah, 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 just interrupting everything. They're just having a press conference there. Yeah, so he got tackled and he got arrested, which he should have, because he was being an idiot. If that's what they do to a United States Senator with a question, imagine what they do to America that speaks up. Oh my gosh, these people. Florida car bowling. Driving home from work knowing DeSantis gave permission to the good people of Florida to go car bowling this week. I would like that, but we're on the wrong thing here. Tonight, Israel. Should I comment? No, I don't want to add to that. Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. personnel. Alright. We're starting to see some stuff we don't want. Not on this page anyways. Oh yeah. Catholic Charities is heavily involved in the trafficking of children. And I'll just say that. Because they are, and it will come out.
I'm an immigrant myself, born in Ireland, and have suffered so many years of discrimination. And so, to me, it's a very personal thing. And
immigrant and illegal are two different things.
But wherever you come from,
they don't want to distinguish that. We're going to like that, because he doesn't distinguish that. I got deported, but it's just a vacation. I'll be back in a week. Yay! Come back! Who's this idiot? Writer, lawyer, cinephile. Alright, that's definitely someone we need to follow. Oh, we should get some liberal actors. Let's see. Who are some really annoying ones? Let's do John Cusack. Do we got the real one? Is he on air anymore? Did he take off? $9? No. We want the real John Cusack. Alright, let's do Sean Penn. Is he on here? So Sean Penn. 400, that ain't him. Yeah, we'll be numb and we'll follow him. Alright, and then who else? We could do there's some dumb ones with TDS. Let's do Mark Hamill. I got all these idiots left X because they can't handle free speech. Might be spelling it wrong though. There he is. There he is. Bruce Campbell, James Gunn. We'll follow James Gunn. Beto. Definitely following Beto. Let's see. Alright, let's just see who it gives us now. We should have a good DisAlgorithm going here. California is the most diverse state in the country, and with most immigrants in the country. We also have the largest economy in the country and the fourth largest of any country in the world. This is not despite our hardworking immigrants as laborers, as consumers, and as innovators. It is because of them. They deserve better than to live in fear of being disappeared, detained, or deported without due process by the Trump administration.
They deserve to have a pathway to California, the most populous state in the nation, most diverse state in the nation, home to more immigrants than any state in the nation, mostly documented, some undocumented. But it's the same California that's the largest economy of any
the
state in the
undocumented,
nation, fourth largest economy
the
in the world.
illegal,
Not
who came in the country
despite its
illegally,
immigrant population, but because of the
shouldn't
contribution
be
of so
here.
many immigrants as workforce, as consumers,
No one's arguing
as
that. No one's
entrepreneurs.
arguing that
They
immigration
deserve
is
better.
great.
Those nonviolent,
We're all
immigrants that
immigrants.
are working hard and helping make our country stronger, they deserve to not live in fear. They deserve not to live in fear of deportation. They deserve
Fear of going
to have
home.
a pathway to legalization and maybe citizenship, right? What about dreamers? What about farm workers that we all
We're gonna like
depend on? Donald Trump isn't talking about that.
Ooh, what was her name?
California, most populous state in
What
the
was
nation,
Chucky's
most
name?
diverse state.
Oh, it's got to say on here, right? She'll pop up. She'll pop up. Oh, Kamala Harris. We gotta follow her. Following Joe Biden, Michelle. Oh yeah, the big ones. Oh yeah, here we go. Barack. I voted for him twice in reality. And the big mistake. I was so dumb. Just believed everything I heard on the news. Gavin. Stuff ready for the Atlantic. We need him. Who's this guy? Midas Touch. Trump and Musk biographer, I'm sure. Hassan. We're gonna follow Hassan. Henry Winker. Is he one of those dumb? Probably. He's followed by all the dumb ones. John Cooper. Alright, it's good to look at both sides here. We gotta take a look. We gotta pop out of our bubble. Ooh, Jamie Raskin. You can follow him. I thought I was already following this guy. Elizabeth Warren, yes. I thought. Yeah, Lincoln Project, yep. Definitely didn't get in trouble for child pornography. A bunch of them. I thought I'm following all these guys. What the heck? Pete Buttigieg, follow. Okay. Let's see what Kamala's posted lately.
The matter is, a half a dozen.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Senator Alex Padilla, I have questions for the secretary.
I just had a question.
A half a dozen
Comes in yelling and rushing the podium. He just had a question, you guys. Look how fascist they are. Arresting a very calm guy that's not rushing a podium in the middle of a speech. Let's see. David Huerta has been released from custody. I'm sure that's a great thing. I'm sure that's a great thing. Statement on what's unfolding in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is my home. And like so many Americans, I am appalled at what we are witnessing on the streets of our city. Yeah, we all are. Deploying the National Guard is a dangerous escalation meant to provoke chaos. In addition to the recent ICE raids in Southern California and across our nation, it is part of the Trump administration's cruel, calculated agenda to spread panic and division, upholding the Constitution, and trying to stop rioters. This administration's actions are not about public safety. Oh no. They're about stoking fear. Fear of a community demanding dignity and due process. Oh yes. Yes. Protest is a powerful tool. Essential in the fight for justice. Yes. Just protest, people. Just start fires and burn down Waymos, and throw rocks and cinder blocks at officers. And as the LAPD mayor and governor have noted, demonstrations in defense of our immigrant neighbors have been overwhelmingly peaceful. Yeah, except for the parts that aren't. I continue to support the millions of Americans who are standing up to protect our most fundamental rights and freedoms. We like that. Oh, look, so loving. So much joy. Pride. Yes. Let's search. Pride. Okay. Getty. Pride. LGBT. Let's see how. I'm pretty sure Hugh Jackman is followed by everyone. Mark Ruffalo, we're going to follow him. Leonardo DiCaprio, yes. Dwayne Johnson and Katy Perry. Jimmy Fallon. Whoever this guy is. Call to activism, yes. I thought I already followed this guy. Pink news, yes. Alright.
Years I was a reporter and anchor. Hello everyone, I'm Terry Moran, and for almost 28 years I was a reporter and anchor for ABC News. And as you may have heard, I'm not there anymore. I'm here with you on Substack, this amazing space, and I can't wait to get at it, to get at the important work that we all have to do in this time of such trouble for our country.
We'll follow this guy. Alright, our DisAlgorithm is coming together. Alright, so Alex Cole, we need to follow this guy. He's so cool. And would like some of his stuff. Lincoln Project. Oh yes. Yeah, just wait until our president starts acting like Lincoln. They won't be liking it so much. Democratic wins. Alright. So we're building up a good algorithm here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So let me start you off with this question. As governor of the state of Arkansas, if the president of the United States deployed the National Guard to your state without your request or your assent, what would your reaction be?
Well, we wouldn't have this problem in Arkansas in the first place because we would never choose rioters and criminal illegals over American law enforcement. And if we got to a place where that was happening, I would call the president myself and ask him to bring people in to help us out. But we would never allow what California Governor Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have allowed to take place in California to ever happen in Arkansas. It's really clear. They can either choose normal versus crazy or order versus chaos. The fact that they are allowing rioters to run their streets and are mad at the president for stopping it is insane. They should be thanking Donald Trump for helping and assisting bring order back to their city and state that they're frankly incapable of doing themselves. If they were doing a good job, Donald Trump wouldn't have to step in and start bringing order to their state. I think it's insane that it has gone as far as it has, but I'm thankful we have a president who's going to choose American law enforcement, who's going to choose law and order over chaos and criminals, and that's exactly what we're seeing happen in California right now.
Alright, we're on. Okay, your homicide rate is literally double California's. I'm sure it is.
All right, let's dig deeper on this with the Arkansas governor, Sarah.
It's probably per capita, but they only care about per capita if it suits them. J.B. Pritzker.
They were attacking you. I find it hard to believe that you're lecturing us about peaceful protest. Look at what happened January 6th here at the Capitol.
Not January 6th.
On our democracy.
You want to talk about an insurrection? This is an absolute insurrection.
You don't understand what insurrection is.
I asked you a yes or no question, sir.
Was anyone charged with insurrection?
I started this off.
You were here. They were attacking you, by the way.
I would expect the same.
I'm answering your question. It is outrageous. You are asking
us peaceful to
when you're the one condoning
to destroy
of people who attack
private and government property
right here at our Capitol? I find it hard to believe that you're lecturing us about peaceful protest. Look at what happened January 6th here at the Capitol.
He has good points. Wu-Tang is for the children. ICE agents chase farm workers. Yeah, it was probably some guy that known criminal. These guys are fine. Chasing one dude. Alright, we'll pretend they're arresting all the farm workers. Iran is set to declare war on Israel, and they are currently planning retaliatory strikes. Ted Cruz has just admitted that Iran gave Trump a giant middle finger. Remember when Trump tried to blame Biden for the Ukraine war and the Hamas attacks on Israel? Looks like this war is on Trump's watch, and the world sees just how weak he is. Yeah, we like that. Good old Keebler Elf. David Forum. What was Noam supposed to do? How about this? I see my friend Senator Padilla has joined us. Do you mind if... Oh, yeah. Yeah. As he's bum rushing the stage yelling something. Yeah, let's ask him to join us. Breaking an incredible moment. Representative Lynch obliterates Trump, saying if he's obliterating Trump, we gotta see this.
It should not happen in this country. This is wrong. Deploying the military against a civilian population is wrong. And if we don't step up, this will continue. If we don't step up and declare what is right under our Constitution, then other cities, other citizens will meet this same fate. I'm proud of my Democratic colleagues who are willing to stand up to this thuggery. Trump is a wannabe gangster, and he's showing the world what
this
he's about.
timeline's hilarious. This is going to be fun.
Proud. You know, my dad served in Second World War. He fought the Nazis in Northern Africa. He fought the Nazis on the Italian Peninsula.
We're the same, right? These are definitely Nazis.
That I'm fighting today's Nazis. He's proud of that. We all should be. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Without objection, Representative.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you obliterated him. Cancel the bridge. Yes, Anonymous, let's follow you. This is exactly what you voted for because you're... Alright, this is a fake Cameron Diaz. Voted for it because you're extremely stupid, Ryan Garcia. I may have voted for Trump, but I can't stay silent about it. What's happening with ICE in LA? These aren't just illegals or statistics. They're people, hardworking immigrants, especially Mexicans, who pay taxes, raise families, build our communities, and are part of the people we love. Ripping them away from their homes is not just policy, it's pain, and we can have wars without losing our humanity. Yeah, instead of going, yeah, I agree with you, thanks for coming back to our side, she says, this is exactly what you voted for because you're extremely stupid. They always have these. It's never good enough for them either. They always have these little purity tests, and they'll never forgive you. A federal court just ruled that President Trump's deployment of the National Guard to Los Angeles is illegal and unconstitutional. Oh, yeah. The judge correctly ruled that protesting mass deportations is not a rebellion, it's a First Amendment right. Once again, the Trump administration stands on the wrong side of the Constitution. Yeah, protesting is fine, but starting fires and attacking police, oh, we have to follow Naylor, is not protesting. And once it's declared an unlawful gathering, you have to leave. That's how it goes. I'm sure that judge was not put in by George Soros. Not at all. Did authorities not realize this was a U.S. Senator? No, they knew who he was. They knew he was being dumb, so they arrested him. Oh, we gotta like that. Alright, it's all Padilla stuff. Hakeem Jeffries, we gotta give him a like so he keeps on showing up. Gotta see more retarded stuff he says. Adam Schiff. Terry Nome should resign. Yes. I mean, she was standing there giving a press conference. So evil. So evil. She needs to resign. Multiple congressmen have called for Kristi Noem's resignation following the serendipity, including Representative Swalwell, who agrees. Oh, yes. She needs to resign for trying to get through a press conference without being interrupted. These people are so... Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Just so you know, when these fascist, like Trump and Noem talk about liberating states, they're straight up talking about civil war. Not trying to stop the freaking idiots that are starting fires. Terrorist idiots. Okay, we like that. Adam Schiff just publicly called for Kristi Noem's resignation. The dam is breaking. Yes, we are winning, folks. We are winning. The more voters are learning about the bill, the less they like it. Yeah, on what Trump voters are saying about president's massive. Yeah, we don't like all the spending.
Are working class voters. And
Sarah, what was your takeaway talking to these voters?
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of interesting things, but
We got to make sure we're getting tons of CNN.
To is a lot of the voters who are part
and
of the
MSNBC.
MAGA coalition are sort of new to being Republicans. They came because of Trump, and so a lot of them are lower income. They are working class voters. And for those voters, I'm hearing a lot of concern about the cuts to Medicaid, especially, and cuts to other social services that would come at the expense of them for Trump's tax cuts for the wealthy. That is a piece of the conversation that is really breaking through. And I think because the coalition for Republicans now looks different than it used to, it is fewer highly educated, wealthy people that make up their voting coalition. The cuts that they're talking about in this bill go directly now at a lot of their voters. And the more voters learn about the bill, the less they like it.
Sarah, was it your sense that these voters didn't know that this was on the agenda that the president has, really his big legislative agenda? A lot of things, but including keeping the tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans in place, making sure that they don't expire, but also making some pretty deep cuts.
Yeah, look, I think for a while, Republicans have been not telling the truth about what's in their bill. And so I had been doing some focus groups with people who sort of didn't believe that the bill was going to cut these things.
Show us some things that are being cut.
And I think there's a reason Republicans are trying to move so fast and jam
they keep
this
saying
through,
it's being
because
cut.
the more people learn about it, the more they realize
shows the bill, shows what it's
the more
cutting.
They realize that Republicans are kind of playing some verbal jujitsu with how they're talking about it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
we're
actually
playing.
A lot of them do stand to lose these benefits. And the more people learn about it, the less they like it.
I want to listen to Tamar from South Carolina.
I'm not quite sure about the budget increases and the debt ceiling, putting everything into one bill.
Yeah, we don't like the
spending. It seems
kind
of crazy
to it is crazy.
To push all these things through at the same time.
It's going to make inflation go up.
Picking and choosing what they think is not good.
I mean, there's a lot that strikes me about what Tamar is saying. I think the biggest thing is how well informed she is about what is going on here in Washington.
Well, I think this is something now that I've been doing focus groups for many, many years now, and voters do not like these big omnibus bills, right? And what's happening in Washington is that they do these huge bills now so that they can basically get around the reconciliation process.
You guys love big bills when it's your side.
That has just as laden with everything.
Notice how our side doesn't love big bills still when it's us.
Opaque, that their own legislators
Notice how we're freaking normal.
In the bill. And so they get nervous about what it could mean when they feel like they know what the.
If it was a big bill that the Democrats were pushing, every single Democrat would be pushing for it. Every single one, saying how great it was. It would literally be a big, beautiful bill for them.
And so, as voters get their
at least we can criticize our own.
Understand what it could mean for them, and they realize that it's just too big to digest.
And then when we criticize ourselves, they go, "Oh, look, they hate him. They hate him." No, we don't. They regret their vote. No, we're just trying to keep them honest.
To remember John Boehner
We're criticizing
on the floor
them.
of the House of Representatives with the giant bill saying, you know, we don't have time to read it. That was really one of the rallying cries of the Tea Party, which has morphed into the MAGA.
Yeah, and these
Republican
people
Party.
love that.
Really fascinating stuff.
They loved
Sarah,
it.
thank you so much. Sarah, what
They
was your
loved that
takeaway
bill.
talking
They
to
pushed
these
that
voters?
bill. I'm sure. Okay. Yes. We do not believe in freedom of speech. No, no, no. All right. You can see how fun this is going to be. We'll pop in here. We'll check out one side and then we'll check the other. Let's see. We need to follow CNN. Follow. Oh, yes. We need to follow all of the fake news. Bill Gates. Yes. Oh, someone popped in my head, but I wish I had a chat going. Wish I had a chat going. You guys could help me, but I'm just trying to do this on my own right now. So this is going to be great. And then we can unfollow people if they say something against the narrative. Beach Boys, that sucks. Brian Wilson died. I didn't really care for Beach Boys, but they had some good songs. It sounded all too much the same to Happy Go Lucky. Very boring music to me. US and China agree on trade. Cool. Alright, let's get out of CNN. We're directly in CNN feed here. Associated Press, we need to follow them. Let's see, is Rosie O'Donnell on here? Yeah. Wasn't it like Rosie O? She might have left. They went to Blue Sky or something. Who else? Rosie, let's see. Let's see what it suggests for me here. Harry Sisson, if they can do this to a sitting United States Senator, what do you think they'll do to you? That wasn't the plan at all to get that. That wasn't the plan at all to act like an idiot and to act like the victim afterward. Trump ends California's EV mandate. So much for states' rights. We officially rescue. All right, let's
California auto regulation. This is good news indeed. People said it couldn't be done. You got it done. I just have to sign, right? That's very good. This is really something. And it has to do with the California auto regulation, CRA. It's been a disaster for this country. And I want to thank everybody for being here. We officially rescue the U.S. auto industry from destruction by terminating the California electric vehicle mandate once and for all. This is good.
Here's the full video of them barging in. He says he's going to send people masks. And then they can arrest me. I'll be a martyr. You guys need masks. What happens? What are we supposedly seeing here? Oh, it's Matt Wallace. An idiot. Damn it, Matt. Quit making me look at things. There's nothing there. The war in Iran right now with Israel is Trump's fault. I explain why, clearly.
Which is well below nuclear grade for.
Let's listen to the Keebler elf.
This is happening in Iran right now, and I want to tell you why it's Trump's fault. It all started in 2018 when Trump pulled us out of the Iranian nuclear deal known as the JCPOA. This was the deal that Obama signed in 2015 that would have done several things. It would have capped Iran's uranium enrichment to 3.67%, which is well below nuclear grade for a bomb. It would have slashed stockpiles of uranium by 98%, and it would have mothballed 2/3 of Iran's centrifuges. And here's the big one. It would have allowed for the IAEA to have snap inspections of Iran's nuclear facilities. But in May, Trump tore that deal up and called it the worst ever, saying that he promises to renegotiate a better deal. The problem is, no better deal ever happened and Trump's promise was broken. Instead, Iran restarted high-level enrichment of uranium and got even closer to a nuclear bomb. Meanwhile, U.S. credibility in the region and the world was shredded. And here we are, Israel's attacking Iran's nuclear facilities that Trump allowed to gain steam.
Alright. Dwarf Boy has a point.
This is happening in Iran right
See,
now,
that's what,
and I want to tell
that's
you why
what's
it's
good
Trump's
about
fault.
the DisAlgorithm.
It all started in 2018 when
we
Trump...
can kind of see their side of things, too. Now, if those are facts, he's got a point. Trump should have made a better deal. He didn't. Uh-oh. Is Trump going senile? Let's find out, folks.
Plans. $4 trillion you'd have to spend. In the Midwest, they built 9 of them. 9 individual, it's like a pump, just like a pump, except instead of gas, electricity comes out. They spent, actually they built 8 of them. $9 billion they spent for 8. 8 little hoses, $9 billion. Now, I'm sure they could have done it for about, 1/1000th of that, but even if they did, it's unaffordable. And countrywide, you'd have to spend $4 trillion to build the firing plants, to be able to,
Definitely.
they go to firing, they call them a lot of things, charging plants, firing plants. $4 trillion
Definitely
you'd have to spend.
He said the wrong word. He's definitely senile. That's diagnosis from Krasenstein.
In the Midwest.
86 them. Yeah. Federal judge rules that Trump must return power over to the California National Guard to Governor Newsom immediately. Judge Barrett calls Trump's deployment illegal. This is fantastic news. Yeah, it's not like we voted for the guy that said he was going to deport all these illegals. I mean, it's not like we voted for the guy whose #1 campaign thing was to get rid of these illegals, and he's doing exactly what he said he would do, and now you are stopping him. But I mean, you care about democracy, right? Did MAGA vote for this? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sure we did. All right, let's see.
Founding fathers did not live and
Newsom
die to
is
see
saying.
that happen. And the notion that the United States active duty Marines, these heroes, would be used to militarize the streets of an American city is an abomination.
Why don't you govern your freaking state, dude?
In this country for no reason whatsoever.
Can you stop the rioting? Can you protect your police officers? Can you protect your city?
To incite a response.
Oh, yeah.
So
We're
I'm very
inciting
hopeful
a
this
response.
order
He didn't send them
puts
as a response.
that in perspective, and hopefully Donald Trump will immediately back down.
I guess the incitement was doing the constitutional, freaking job of an immigrations and customs enforcer to enforce immigration and customs. Right?
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I find behind my back.
Other hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
All right. Stephen Knight. I don't know who that is. Oh no, not work. Sarcasm from this guy. Now gone viral and known as Man Bun McSoyboy says everything you need to know about professional activists. For most people, work isn't optional. It is a line between feeding your family or not, between keeping a roof over your head or not, between having a Christmas or telling your kids why there won't be one. It's survival. This ease with which he mocks that reality tells you how cushy and detached his life really is. Video in replies. I'm not gonna go to a video. That's it. The replies you should have there. Alright, are we? Let's go and look for some more. We saw that idiot. Did we like this? Who said this? Hillary! Gotta follow Hillary. Oh, yes. Bernie! Jill! New York Times! Anderson Cooper! She! Joe! Jojo from Jers! Scary Larry! Yes, I need those in my bio. I need these in my bio, dude. Can I steal these? Let's see, I'm gonna edit. Paste the, what? That didn't work. UAL? I don't know. This is, let's just save that. Did it do it? It did it! Look at that. Alright. So now we can check both sides. We can pop over to mine and we can look at my feed. Padilla's scuffle stirs painful memories of a childhood spent proving his worth. Poor guy. Man, it's not propaganda at all. Biden had a talent for sleeping.
At night thinking about how to save our country. And I may have to force something. Somebody said,
So
we're on
my
that
page
thought
now.
of that? I said, it's me. Unlike Biden, I
So we're
stayed
gonna
awake
like
at
stuff we
night
actually
thinking
like.
about how to save our country. He was much better at sleeping than me. Could sleep on a beach.
All right. My wife is old. What the hell? Look at those toes. 53 what? Kilograms? Dude, those toes are nuts. Man, what's up with those toes? That's funny. The strikes have taken place. Tell us your take. We will read it on air again. Justin, President Trump says Iran's leaders are now calling him to discuss the situation. Alright, yeah, that's good. Can we stop this? We stop the stupid war that Israel is starting, kicking off. Anyways, I guess I can't say starting, but they're kicking it off. Can watch ice arrest videos all day. Let's see, is this a good one? Man,
What's your
that's
name?
blurry.
Edison.
Oh, he's running.
Oh! Oh, they got him.
What's your name? Edison. Edison. Papeles? Yes. Papeles? Yeah. Papeles? No. Yes. No. Hey, you fight with me? Don't fight with me. All right? Don't fight with me. All right. Put your hand behind your back. All right?
He's just gonna get sent home. I say any illegal man they find, they need to just send him home. Well, if he has a rap sheet, they need to send him home. I mean, I know we want everyone out, but I think we need to take priority. Take priority with the criminals, I was saying.
She just kept looking. It all happened very, very quickly. The DHS secretary did not skip a beat. She just kept looking straight ahead, kept delivering her message as he was dragged out of the room trying to ask his questions. It was only then, after he was being dragged out of the room, that he identified himself as a U.S. Senator. It all happened very, very quickly. The DHS secretary did not skip a beat. She just kept looking straight ahead, kept delivering her message as he was dragged out of the room trying to ask his questions. It was only then...
I don't know. Who cares? He's not supposed to be doing that. It was all staged.
Infrastructure of the Persians, was it not, sir? Well, Steve, what we're looking at, this was a decapitation strike against the military and the military infrastructure of the Persians, was it not, sir?
Well, Steve, what we're looking at here with this successful opening salvo, and it's been described as an opening salvo by the Israelis against Iran's military, this was far more than just the nuclear facilities. This was also on Iran's command and control structure, particularly focused on their military leadership as well as the leadership of the nuclear program itself. So in order to break an enemy's ability to respond or retaliate, one of the lessons that you learn from fourth generational warfare is the idea of degrading your enemy's ability to wage war. Well, the chain of command cannot order a retaliation if you have taken out the chain of command. And that's what Israel appears. And again, we're still sort of in the fog of war of all this, but it appears that that's what Israel has done, not only going after the leaders of the military, the leaders of the nuclear program, the leaders of the IRGC, that's the Iran Revolutionary Guard Corps, that is subordinated to the Ayatollah himself. Iran has two militaries. There's the Standing Army and then the IRGC, as well as the Quds Force, which is their external
So it sounds
arm.
like if this is true, they made
far,
some
all of these
pretty good
potential retaliatory
precision
drone
strikes
strikes, and
on
I
their
understand
leadership.
that within the last hour or so, there was another attempt to launch drones from an Iran proxy group in northern Iraq against Israel. All of these have largely been shot down. At the same time, Iran did not have the ability to
if he's
deflect
correct.
any of this incoming from the ground because their air defenses were taken out either by the strikes last year that Israel conducted in April, October, and then also by these Mossad sleeper cells that had been that had infiltrated and penetrated deep into the heart of Iran.
I'm trying to get this to pop up. There we go. All right, let's go to my stuff here. We'll go to my likes. Let's see, scroll past this stuff we already saw. So this was last night. I guess oil is shooting up after that attack in the Middle East. This was
Edward?
We didn't say. We won't. Why do you think?
Didn't you just say a bad word?
We didn't say.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But if you heard, that was not to you. You look really nice and kind.
Oh, thank you. You have cool hair.
You too.
Thanks.
Are they real or?
Oh, this is real. How about you?
Me too.
Where are you from?
I'm from China.
Oh, from China.
Did you heard? I said like.
This guy speaks Chinese,
beginning.
and he goes on and surprises
You know
them
that is bad words.
by speaking Chinese.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Well, you know what PUBG is?
PUBG?
It's a game.
We don't know. We don't play any games.
Okay, well, and I would hear 我操我操
From Chinese player, right?
我操你这个猪队友
You lied to me because I think you can speak Chinese.
Oh, me? You think so? 对，我被你发现了，你猜对的。
你太棒了。
你的英文说得很不错呀。
没有你的中文好。
还凑合。
你是美国人吗？
对，你是中国人吗？
你太有才了。
They're always very impressed he
我
can
猜你
speak
是中
Chinese.
国人，我猜你是从哪里来的？
猜吧，只有3次机会哦。
你是北京人吗？
不是。
浙江？
还有2次机会，不是，还有1次机会。
你是成都人吗？
不是。
啊，你这个他妈的！
你这个他妈的！
所以你是从哪里来的？
西安，你知道吗？
西安，对，我知道。
You don't know.
肉夹馍。
你不知道。
You're pretty
You're
funny.
so funny. We say the same word. You said my pickup line.
Oh, you read my mind.
That's mine.
No, it's mine. Wait. First, how old are you?
I'm 22. How about you?
I'm 26. 你叫什么名字？
我叫林。That's my last name.
其实我觉得你的名字就是太难说了。我有一个比较好的想法。
Baby 是吗？
宝贝是比较好。
我就知道。
天哪，你什么都知道，我不会。
因为我们是 soulmates. And I don't think you come from America, actually.
Why is that?
Because you come from my heart. Another question: Do you always drink soda?
Soda? No.
You know, but why do you look so delicious?
Oh my god! I don't need to drink anything sweet. You know why?
I know why. Because you said before you have to be healthy.
Well, if I want to see something sweet, I can just look at you. So.
Go ahead. I do.
那我们不用说的，你快点给我你的微信吧。
But I need to do something formal.
比如说
Give me your hand first.
什么呀？你要结婚吗 ？Oh my god!
Yeah, please. Now all your money is mine. All your money is mine.
Oh no! 我上当了。
Yes.
That was cute. Look at me, X's internet now. Look at this. It has finger control on it. It's got propellers in 4 places. That's pretty cool. You just go anywhere. Oh, this is crazy. Look how close they got it to the human. Man, that's crazy. That's better than I can move. Way better. I can only do this. Oh yeah. Good enough. 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy, but since then there have been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off of the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatars, plus 3 upcoming Avatars, making 5 Avatars, 36 MCU movies with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s, DCU attempt number 1, DCU attempt number 2, an animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King, a live-action prequel, 8 Harry Potter movies, a TV series remaking the same 8 Harry Potter movies, a whole streaming service for Star Trek, 7 Alien movies, 2 of which were also Predator movies, not to be mistaken for the 6 Predator movies, which are not also in the movies, 1 Prometheus movie, which is kind of an movie, 4 Beetle movies, and Oppenheimer. But in 38 years, there has only ever been one Spaceballs. Until now.
After 40 years, we
Jeez,
asked,
he's old.
what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is going to be back.
May Schwartz be with you.
I don't know who else they're bringing back, but Rick Moranis is going to be Dark Helmet. That's awesome. And then Mel Brooks actually looks like yogurt now, so they won't be spending much on makeup. Oh yeah, this is good. It said pay attention to those that are giddy about this new war.
And yeah, I am rad.
They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November.
Commies gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that love abortion, call it healthcare reproduction. In the streets, the flags are burning. American hearts are now discerning, projecting hatred to mankind. Lord, open their brainwashed minds. How long, jail?
Dilly meme team is so great. That was awesome. Lindsey Graham. Alright, you guys should check this out. It's Tinfoil Hat. You can go to my page, Tinfoil Hat, and with Sam Tripoli, he's a comedian. And then he has, this episode, he has Mel K on. It takes him a while to get into it, but they start talking about, like, all the Marxist infiltration. And, man, she just brings up how after all the Pride stuff, they're going to drop all the Pride stuff, and they're going to bring up immigration fights, immigration riots. Yeah, she says this, and this was like 2023, and then Sam Tripoli went on to Joe Rogan and was talking about what Mel K had said, and so it was very, she was right on point. She predicted that to a T. So when Israel starts bombing Iran, here's something to think about. How many sleeper cells entered the U.S. through Biden's open border, and how many will get activated? Stay vigilant, Patriots. I'm like, oh, don't jinx this, please. And this guy's, I don't give a crap about Israel or Iran. Yep. Lindsey Graham, game on, pray for Israel. Yes. It's like, man, that guy is twisting his nipples to this crap. That's pretty much it, but this is my new thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be popping onto my timeline. I'm going to be checking out one side, and then we're going to pop over to Bubble Popper at DisAlgorithm, and we're going to check out the other side. So, thanks for being with me. We're setting this up. This should be good. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.